I'm Joshua.
And I'm Caleb.
We're brothers, but we're not twins. Stop asking this question. Makes no sense.
You know, Josh, I remember as a kid watching Zola Levitt on TV, on that little 32-inch TV we had, 4x3 cathode ray
tube.
tube.
My phone, yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I love TV.
You do, but remember Dad always said, "He who doesn't work doesn't eat."
I was so hungry as a child.
I believe that's biblical, isn't it?
That I was hungry or that I didn't work?
That you have to work
That's
to
true.
eat. You have to. A worker has to make himself approve of his labor, and that brings us to the title of our lesson: the sloth.
I love that guy.
He's cute but deadly.
He just sits around doing nothing and loves life. Look at him.
What does the Bible say about slothfulness? We've heard it's one of the 7 deadly sins, but there's actually, there's a biblical reasoning behind that. Did you know that Adam had the first job in the Garden of Eden?
He had a crazy job too. He's like, hold on. Go ahead and name everything. He was throwing out genuses and phylums and species and crazy stuff. I don't even know what he did.
But he was also the garden keeper. He was to tend the garden and to keep it up along with Eve. And so ever since the beginning, God meant for us to have an occupation to earn a sense of entitlement. So we had to work, not just be lazy and lying around. And we're supposed to do our best at. Remember in Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, do it with all your heart, as unto the Lord and not unto men.
Sometimes we get this idea in life that arriving means getting to a point where you can sustain yourself doing nothing. I just can't wait till I get rich and I can sit by my pool and do nothing. But if for some reason that's what the intent of God had for our life, then those people will be happy. And we see time and time again in the news and hear stories about the more people acquire, the less they do, somehow it doesn't bring them fulfillment. So this all supports the idea that you were meant to put your hand to the plow, to work, to create, to be a creator in the image of your Father who created you. That was the whole point.
And that's right. And you see people now with the modern mentality is you need to do absolutely nothing to be happy. And people are joining the welfare state. Sometimes, illegally. We understand if you have to get food stamps and but people are trying to find a way to cheat the system to do nothing so that they have an easy life. And that best reminds me of a scripture in Matthew 25. Jesus was telling a parable about the end of times. He said the kingdom of heaven is like, and he told the story of a master who he was leaving to go to a far country. He left his 3 servants in charge. He gave one servant 10 talents, one 5 talents, one 2, and one a single talent. And 2 of the servants, they multiplied their talents. And the last servant, he buried it in the ground. And when he came back, and the servant said, "Hey, I buried mine in the ground," he said, "You wicked, slothful servant. Why did you do this?" And the man said, "Well, I knew that you wanted us to reap where we didn't sow, and to gather where we didn't seed." And so the master said, throw him into outer darkness, where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Gnashing is such a funny word. Who puts 2 consonants in a row like that? Gnash. Guys, create. The greatest life you've ever been given is your life. Do something with it. This fidget spinner is telling me that I have to leave you today. And that makes me sad because I enjoy our company. But don't worry, just like Mr. Rogers, we'll be back.
Join us next time.